Marissa Hornung with the first serve, sends it over. Dug by Feltz, set by Hayward. Save from Hornung in the back. Bush to Newton. Newton drops that one down off the Tennessee block. Hard to see how she didn't get a double-digit kill game. No Boilermaker recorded double-digit kills. It's number 2, Natalie Hayward. Excuse me, Madison Bryant, number 12, the libero for the Volunteers. Taylor Trammell spikes that one down, gets her first kill of the game. Jenna Otek to serve for the Boilermakers. Over the net, Feltz with the save, over to Runnels, taps it over, Otek with the save, Bush setting to Newton again. Newton sends that one past off the hands of number 6. Tennessee down just 2. Newton with the reception, Bush sets up Newton again, she taps that over, saved by the Volunteers. Madison Bryant setting up Fingal, but Fingal's rejected. Boilermakers get their first block of the game. And 17 for Tennessee. It's gonna be a true block party here today in Holloway. Ava Bell trying to get another one. That one falls out of bounds near the Big Ten logo on Bellin Court in the action, but they were still able to close it out 3-0 in a sweep. Beautiful save by Otek, sends it over the net. Set from Hayward to Bell down the middle. Mo Hornung with the save, Bush to Cleveland. Cleveland gets her first kill of the game. Fingal hitting 1 for 3. Lily Feltz taps that one over. Beautiful kill from number 5, Maddie Chin, the junior outside hitter from Oakland Township, Michigan. Lily Feltz to serve for the Volunteers. Lily Feltz sporting that blue bow in the braid. We saw that all yesterday, and that'll be a great identifier on the court. Haley Bush set over to Grace Cleveland, taps that over, saved by Feltz. Fingal with a big one. That's a sky ball from Haley Bush. Jenna Otek gonna serve it up to Newton. Lily Feltz again with a beautiful save. Tapped over by Mahaffey. Otek to Chin. Saved by Hayward. Bryant to Runnels. And rejected by the Boilermakers, their second block. Honorable mention All-American last year. She was 2-time. She recorded 137 blocks, which was first in the Big Ten and second in the country. Grace Cleveland now off the hands of the Volunteers. Bellin Court, the name of this beautiful facility here in West Lafayette, Indiana. Grace Cleveland with a beautiful one down the middle, sends it home. Hit over 500 and 2 of them went errorless. Runnels, saved by Otek. Bush setting up Cleveland. Sky ball from Lily Feltz. Caitlin Newton to Bush to Cleveland again. That one's gonna sail over to the official scorer. Runnels served to Mo. Bush tapped over by Newton, saved by Hayward. Bryant gonna set up Fingal. That one out. Only down by 2. Newton to Bryant. Hayward setting up Runnels. That one out again. Baylor, and then lost to number 7 Pitt. There was a little bit of discrepancy, but they've since climbed their way up, and I feel that if they win this game, they should climb about 12 slots in the top 25. Strike from Chin. She'll get a kill. Number 1 Badgers. Started the season 0-2, but ended up finishing really strong, getting that number 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. Fingal with a big one. Bush set over to Chin. She taps that one, saved from Runnels. Set over to Lily Feltz, taps it over. Maddie Skimmerhorn saves that one. Over to Chin. Chin again, off the hands of Runnels. Maddie Chin and Maddie Skimmerhorn. Hayward set to Mahaffey, and that was a quick strike down the middle. After the point, we'll take another look at that one. Skimmerhorn, Bush to Newton. Newton with a strike. 5:42 with 4 blocks. Newton on the reception. Bush set over to Trammell. Cut shot off the hands of Madison Bryant into the student section. Marissa and Allie Hornung, sisters turned teammates, now sharing the court together. Natalie Hayward getting her first kill. The the setter for the Volunteers on that last point. Bush all the way across the court to Newton. She tapped it over, unsuccessful. And if Grace Cleveland had not touched that one, that would have went out of bounds. As you hear chants of Boiler Up from the student section, Mo Hornung with the reception, set to Bush, over to Cleveland. And Cleveland's gonna redeem herself, hitting 556. Otek to serve, to Feltz. Hayward set over to Runnels. And that one off the hands of a couple Boilermakers. Bush set over to Newton. She taps that over and she sets up a campfire. Grace Cleveland sends that one to the far corner. Runnels with the reception. Bryant sets up Fingal. Fingal sends that too long. That one comes right behind me. Runnels to serve. Mo Hornung with the reception. Bush set it over to J.L. Johnson. Beautiful diving save from Madison Bryant. Bush again to Johnson, off the hands of Lily Feltz. Leads the team in service aces with 5. She's tied for first with Grace Cleveland. Lily Feltz, beautiful save from Otek. Bush set up to Newton down the middle. Beautiful diving shot in front of the student section. All the fans and media had to clear out momentarily. We are back now, people are filing in, we're underway here. The score is 22-19. Haley Bush now setting to Newton down the middle, make it 23-19. And strategize, but the Boilermakers picking up right where they left off. Serve from Newton, set by Hayward, over to Fingal, rejected by the Boilermaker block. The Volunteers able to save it. Lily Feltz sends that one long. Set point for the Boilermakers. Caitlin Newton gonna serve this set point here in the first. Bryant with the reception. Hayward rejected by Maddie Chin. Block from number 5. That's in Chicago, and I actually lived there for about 2 years, about 2 blocks from DePaul's campus. Popped over by Grace Cleveland. Runnels rejected by Trammell, saved by the Volunteers. Hayward set over to Fingal, and Fingal drops that one in off the hands of a couple Boilermakers. This is crucial. If you believe in superstitions, it's very crucial for them to take this set. Grace Cleveland with a bomb off the hands of Lily Feltz. Eligibility because of exactly what's here now, the fans. They missed having supporters in the stands, and they wanted that last little feeling. And also, making a trip to the Elite Eight for the first time since 2012 doesn't hurt. Runnels with the reception. Hayward setting over to Fingal. Fingal with a cut shot. That one goes out of bounds. But so far, their fingers are bleeding. Hayward set over to Runnels. Runnels rejected by the Boilermakers. J.L. Johnson and Maddie Chin. Excuse me, it was Johnson and Cleveland on that block. Third of the game for the Boilermakers. 4-0 scoring run after losing that first point to Tennessee. Ava Bell. Hayward set up to Runnels. That one thrown back in her face. Solo block, J.L. Johnson. Over 2 games yesterday and thus far 4. Madison Bryant with a dig. Hayward set to Feltz. Feltz strikes that one onto the floor in front of Mo Hornung. She tied for first with 8 kills. Haley Bush setting over to Johnson. Johnson off the hands of Feltz. J.L. Johnson sends that one long. Morgan Fingal and Purdue lost to Kentucky in the Elite Eight match. Long set over to Maddie Chin, saved by Bryant. Hayward sets up Fingal. Fingal with a powerful one off the hands of Skimmerhorn. Fingal has the 8th highest kill per set average by the Vols in a single season. That was 4.10 per set her sophomore year. That one almost hit me in the face. Beautiful shot. Thank you to our production team, doing a great job, especially with that momentary lapse because of the fire alarm. Our crew, I just want to mention, our crew is all student run, and today our supervisors are in South Bend. I've got nothing to say good things about them. Hayward set over to Feltz, rejected by the Boilermakers. Block from Haley Bush with some fire in her eyes. Hayward set to Mahaffey. Mahaffey blocked. Chin now off the hands of Mahaffey. 3,600 assists, and she is far from done. A little bit confusion at the net on that point. Feltz sends that to Skimmerhorn. Haley Bush setting up Maddie Chin. 5'10". Not the tallest Boilermaker, but she can get up there. Hayward set over to Runnels. Bomb from Runnels. She tried to get to it, but just too much power on that one. Caitlin Newton with the reception. Jenna Otek sprinting to save that one. Newton will toss it over the net. Madison Bryant set up by Hayward. Runnels, point Tennessee. And that was a big point of emphasis yesterday. The Volunteers took control of both of their games versus their opponents, but it felt a lot closer than it needed to because of errors. Natalie Hayward, Hornung with the reception. Bush over to Newton. Taylor Trammell hops over the net and pops that one down into the dirt. Jenna Otek. Stolen by Feltz. Runnels with the attempt. Big save by Otek. That one near the announcers, and it goes a little too far past the net, so point Tennessee. Runnels now to serve for the Volunteers. Caitlin Newton with the reception. Bush over to Cleveland, down the middle. Grace Cleveland. Runnels. Hayward set to Feltz. Feltz rejected by Bush again. 2 solo blocks from Haley Bush today. Grace Cleveland to serve. Bryant with the reception. Runnels sets up Feltz. Off the block, Mo Hornung tried to save that one, but sends it way too high behind the stands back in the first set. But since then, it's been about 2 or 3 points for the Boilermakers leading. Grace Cleveland, another one down the middle. That one off the hands of Danielle Mahaffey. And Shondell still looking for that championship lineup. Set from Hayward. Fingal into the dirt. Maddie Skimmerhorn tried to save it, unsuccessful. Bush to Chin. Hitting 267. Bush set over to Newton, down the middle. Beautiful save by the Volunteers. Madison Bryant pops it up for Feltz. And off the hands. She did a phenomenal job. Madison Bryant setting up Feltz. Feltz taps it over. Maddie Chin with the save. Bush to Newton, down the middle. Danielle Mahaffey with the save. Hayward setting up Runnels, saved by Chin. And Taylor Trammell sends that one down the middle. Straight down the middle. 2 Boilers almost collide. Otek serving it up for Chin. Save from the Boilermakers. Taylor Trammell. She was able to screw that up. Runnels with the reception. Hayward setting up Fingal. That one out of bounds. Point Purdue, 21-16. Haley Bush now to serve. Runnels with the reception. Hayward with the set. Back to Runnels, rejected. Boilermaker block. Madison Bryant with the serve. Newton with a diving set. Haley Bush, quick setup. Miscommunication. Tennessee, 2 in a row. She is the libero for this Tennessee defense. Newton with another low reception. Haley Bush setting up Grace Cleveland. Bryant, Hayward, Ava Bell. Still in it, excuse me. Madison Bryant sends it over. Otek, Bush to Grace Cleveland, and Grace Cleveland makes them pay. From San Clemente, California. Lily Feltz. Hayward tries to dump that away, and she does a beautiful job. Her mother, Lori, played volleyball at the University of Washington, a Final Four team last year, and was the first All-American in Washington's program history. Otek to Newton. Newton, oh my goodness. Madison Bryant just got 6-packed in the face. I had a feeling that that one hurt a little bit. Runnels. looking to take us to set 3 with a 1-1 tie. Bush setting up to Cleveland on the far end. She'll tap that one over, saved by Bryant. Lily Feltz now going to take it for the Vols. Haley Bush, Jenna Otek set up for Cleveland again, taps it over, and Madison Bryant does it again. Long one over the net here. Otek, Bush, Cleveland, and that'll do it. Set point for the Boilermakers. Shoulder to face to set point. Hayward to Fingal. Otek with the save. Hornung to Cleveland, down the middle, taps it over. Beautiful save by Runnels. Hayward sets up for Lily Feltz, and that one's gonna hit the dirt, mainly to do some serving. Sends that over to Newton. Bush sets up Cleveland down the middle, and the Boilermakers take set 2. Grace Cleveland getting her 11th kill in an exciting fashion down the middle. Really hit it home that loss to Louisville, a top 10 match, wasn't so much that Purdue was bad, it was that Louisville was just better than they had expected. Mo Hornung, senior from New Albany, Indiana. She was the 2020 Big Ten Outstanding Sportsmanship Award for the Purdue Boilermakers, and that's a tremendous honor because only one male and one female athlete from across all sports are selected per school. Tremendous honor for the junior. Hayward set up to Lily Feltz, sends that one, kept it alive. Lily Feltz to serve. Hornung. Bush dumps it over. J.L. Johnson with the save. Caitlin Newton trying to save that in Hornung. Bush back to Newton again on the left side. And the Tennessee Volunteers get their 3rd block of the day. It has been all quiet. 50. The Boilermakers winning by 50, excuse me. Grace Cleveland, kill number 12. Runnels with the reception. Hayward setting up Lily Feltz. Haley Bush with a diving save. Hornung set to Newton on the left side, off the hands of the Volunteer. Game of the weekend in this final match of the Stacey Clark Classic. Madison Bryant with a dig. Lily Feltz trying to send that over to Grace Cleveland. Bush setting up J.L. Johnson. That one squeaked out. Who's had 2 kills and 4 blocks, leading your team in blocks for the day. A couple errors can be accepted. Grace Cleveland taps that over the middle, set by Hayward. Madison Bryant setting up Runnels. Runnels with a cut shot and into the dirt between Newton and Otek. Only one Tennessee Volunteer hitting above 500, and that's Nicole Shanahan. Point Purdue as that one sails out of bounds. Brianna Runnels hitting 304. J.L. Johnson! The fans go absolutely silent on that serve, and she gets an ace. Reception by Runnels. Runnels again trying to take a shot. Newton with the save. Bush setting over to Chin. Off the hands of Bryant. Coming to say, I want my piece of the pie for the weekend. Lily Feltz diving to save that one. Runnels taking a shot. Otek with the save. Bush over to Chin once again. Make it 2 for 2. Bryant with the save. Hayward setting up Runnels. Off the Boilermaker block. Otek to J.L. Johnson. Hayward setting up Runnels. Beautiful save by Otek. Newton setting up Chin on the left side. Chin taps it over. That one is awarded to Purdue. I thought that one sailed out. 4. Caitlin Newton to serve. Lily Feltz with the reception. Hayward setting up Ava Bell in the middle. And that middle attack from Ava Bell still works like a charm. Volunteers crowding the middle of the net. Skimmerhorn, Bush to J.L. Johnson. Rejected by the Volunteers. Excuse me, it's Nicole Shanahan at the middle position, not Ava Bell. Haley Bush over to Chin on the left side. Blocked by Tennessee. Skimmerhorn with the reception. Bush set up with J.L. Johnson. J.L. Johnson! Volunteers. J.L. Johnson actually gonna 5 kills for the game, hitting 200, still leading with 4 blocks. Runnels with the reception. Hayward setting up to Fingal down the middle, off the arms of Skimmerhorn. Beautiful play by Tennessee. Boilermakers dominating in performance, but the Volunteers staying in it, down just 1. Chin now with attack from the left. Caitlin Newton keeps it alive. Shanahan to Hayward. Feldt sends it over, and Volunteers tie it up on a left. Set to serve. Otek with the reception. Bush over to Newton. Taps it over. Runnels with the save. Hayward to Feldt. Off the Boilermaker block. Crowd is on their feet. Runnels to serve. Taylor Trammell with a quick one. Doing some dribbling. Sends it over. Saved by Bryant. It's an ace! Bush now. Shanahan tries the middle block again, but Haley Bush is ready for it with a quick dig. Newton sends it over the top. Fingal. Bush with the save. Otek gonna dig that one up to Cleveland. Taps it over, saved by number 3, Paula Labora. Newton with the save. Bush to Chin. Off the hands of a Volunteer. Out killing the Volunteers, 42-36. Madison Bryant setting up Fingal. Fingal hits her mark in front of Bush. Jakaya Moore serves it up. Otek gonna set up Grace Cleveland on the left side. Off the hands of number 3, Paula Labora. Lily Feldt sends that over. Otek gonna set up Maddie Chin on the right side. Beautiful dig by Labora. Fingal standing over on the sidelines, happy with the rally performance that our team is putting together, but still a long way to go. Caitlin Newton tries to send that one down the middle, but the Tennessee block is there. Grace Cleveland sends that over and long. The Vols take a second lead here in the third set. Jakaya Moore serves it up. Bush over to Maddie Chin, taps it over. Lily Feldt now with the shot. Bush with the save. Otek to Newton down the middle. And that one hits the net, an attack error. Took the second and third set off of Baylor. That third set coming 25-23, and I think we'll see a repeat of that here soon. Maddie Chin, beautiful one. They've got some momentum. I wonder if they can do it again. Lily Feldt with the reception. Natalie Hayward trying to set up Fingal. Block by Taylor Trammell. Boilermakers tied up. Mo Hornung to serve. Hayward to Fingal. Tennessee gets the point off of Trammell's hand. Tied at 17 all. Otek sends that over the net to Labora. Hayward setting up Fingal down the middle. Beautiful save by Haley Bush. Otek setting up Cleveland on the right side. Rejected by the Volunteers. Number 15, Lily Feldt to serve. Feldt's a senior from Knoxville, hometown hero for the Volunteers. Caitlin Newton sends that one a little long. You can feel some of the energy kind of dissipating. Haley Bush setting up Grace Cleveland on the right side. Off the hands of Bryant. Lily Feldt's gonna set up Runnels. Runnels sends that one out of bounds. Point Purdue. Committed 16 errors. The Boilermakers leading in kills 43-39. Beautiful save by Otek. A powerful hit from Runnels. Caitlin Newton off the hands of Lily Feldt. That one went straight into the stands, but what a beautiful blow from Caitlin Newton on the left side. I have now moved to the edge of my seat. Madison Bryant, Hayward setting up Runnels. Runnels off the block. Mahaffey, Hayward, Runnels again. Otek with a diving dig. Newton gets the point. Boilermakers now with a 1-point lead. Grace Cleveland, Bryant with the reception. Hayward setting up Runnels, far cut shot. Otek with the save. Bush to Newton again. Lily Feldt with the save. Hayward setting up Mahaffey. Blocked by J.L. Johnson. Grace Cleveland serves that one up. Lily Feldt, Natalie Hayward, Mahaffey down the middle. Saved by Johnson. Bush setting up Cleveland on the right side. J.L. Johnson with another save. Haley Bush dumps it off. Lily Feldt with the perfect save. Hayward setting up Fingal, and Fingal drops it home. But really showing what she can do here. 12 kills tonight, hitting .259. Caitlin Newton on the left side. Madison Bryant with a beautiful save. Hayward setting up Fingal once again. Otek. Bush setting up Newton on the left side. Runnels with a dig. Hayward. Lily Feldt out. Hayward. Runnels. And the Vols get one. Hayward set up Fingal down the middle. That one is going to be good for a Tennessee point. Paula Labora to serve. Otek with the reception. Bush setting up to Trammell on the middle. Beautifully saved by the Volunteers. Fingal setting that out. Volunteers get the point off the hands of a Boilermaker. It's tied 23-all. Student section is lively. That one tips off the net. Maddie Skimmerhorn saves it. Taylor Trammell down the middle. Beautiful save by Brian. But Trammell comes in with the block. Match point from Taylor Trammell. Haley Bush to serve. Match point here for the Boilermakers. Serves it up. Bryant with the reception. Hayward to Fingal. Sends it out! The Boilermakers take it 3-0 against the 22nd ranked Volunteers.